me be so bold. You know, the COVID-19 is on the rise, it's spreading. President-elect Biden can't get the briefings, can't get the security briefings he needs for a smooth
transition.
For a smooth, I want to say, crucial transition. A smooth, crucial transition. You know, and I want to know what you guys think about that. Type in, write in, let us know. Let us know what you guys think about it. I mean, it's appalling, it's frustrating, and it's very, very dangerous because the free world is looking at us, guys. The free world is looking at all of this nonsense.
So, do you think that he is gonna ever concede, or you think that he's gonna fight it out to the
very end?
To the very end.
I don't think he'll concede. Based on what I have seen with his ego and his attitude and his narcissist behavior, he'll never concede. And as I've said before, I'm sorry, go ahead, jump in.
No, I apologize.
Okay.
So let me mind you, I don't follow politics, and I don't follow politics because I don't want my music to become political.
Gotcha.
The reason why, because we, the Legion, speak for the people. You know what I mean? I don't want to confuse my people. So, and politics is just a bunch of confusion.
Okay.
It's a system that was put in place to confuse us from the power that we actually possess. We, the people. That's what the Constitution states. But yet we have no power. So, let me get this straight because I don't pay attention. You said that this man lost the election and he will not live the White House?
Correct.
That's what's happening, right?
Yeah.
That is what's happening.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And they can't, and Biden can't get the security clearance that he needs to get him out of there.
Well, no, not to get him out of there, to make his team strong for
The
a smooth transition.
So he could be able to start getting ready
To get
take-
that support,
take
to get
over,
that, to
take
build a
power.
cabinet.
Yes.
What you mean? Okay.
Yes,
Because that's what the power is. The president is just the front runner. The cabinet does the work. So,
Yes.
as we all know. So,
Yes.
you know what I mean? So, okay. And so he's not getting the support necessary for that. Okay.
The briefing, the security briefings he need.
Oh, right.
See,
They're not allowing access, is what you're saying.
Correct.
So
Wow.
it's basically saying.
Our producer just said he won't admit he lost the election.
Wow.
So basically, he's doing we'll get into it a little bit later, the Bobby Brown, when it's time for him to do his song.
Right.
He ain't letting the rest of them come. He's just holding the mic
Wow.
Won't share.
and won't share it. And he
Wow.
ain't letting the rest of them get their parts, and he's doing his extra long version of what he want to do.
Right.
Even though his time is up and it's time for somebody else to come in.
And it's going to get a lot worse. You correct in what you were saying in your assumptions, but the problem is this is uncharted waters, uncharted territories. So now, as we know, the top cop, the head policeman who's over all law enforcement officers, is really a flunky of Donald Trump's. So where does President-elect Biden turn when it's on the 20th, when it's time to, you have to be out by the 20th. On the 20th, you have to be out.
That's the crazy thing, because why are people not held accountable for not doing their jobs?
Thank you.
That's the question that we have to ask, because you know, we can say, oh yeah, well, why is Trump not doing this, or why is Trump not doing that? At the end of the day, it's other people that have a job to do, and Trump's time is up. He's no longer president. So why are we still treating him like he's the president? He's not. So, like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's a good question.
So that means that regardless of how much of a flunky this man may be, or how much, you know, invested into the situation he was, and everybody's feelings is hurt, we don't give a god darn. At the end of the day, you have to do your job. Your job is to give it a clearance so that we can transition,
Thank you.
our country, so we the people can benefit from that.
Thank
and
you.
we have not been benefiting from Trump.
Well put,
even
sir.
though it's the lesser of the two evils, because I don't really care for the new man in office. At the end of the day, can we just heal? Can we just hear that they say we have to have a president? I agree with what Cat Williams said. Can we just date a president for a while? Can we just, you know, can we not have a president for a little bit and see how that works out? Because it's just, we've been forced into a situation that we, the people, have the power over.
Yes.
So if we refuse to vote, if we refuse to, you know what I mean, it's just, you go back to boycotting, not getting on, not using the system, destroys the system because it's not in use. The message has no power if nobody listens.
Okay, true.
Period.
And see, and I think that's what this guy is doing now. He's destroying the system by doing it the opposite. When people try to do it, to vote, to do it the other way, it's still being destroyed. And that's him ruining the freedom of our democracy that we supposed to have.
Right.
So either way, it's that saying that we damned if we do and we damned if we don't.
No,
right
but
now.
we damned if we do and we damned if we don't, because we just damned and we put ourselves there.
Yeah.
That's what we need to understand as a people.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? That at the end of the day, the system works because we use it. If you don't use if I buy a game system for my son and I give him a game and he doesn't play it, how the hell will we ever know if it works?
Right.
He never put it in the system. Now, if you put it in there and there was some glitches, then we can work that out and we can deal with it when we get to it. But if you never turn the system on, how do you know it works? I've bought games straight out of Walmart, out of the shiny glass thing and all that. Bought it, went in the house, was all excited, put it in, and it did not work. Brand new game.
Yeah. If you never put it in, you wouldn't know.
But if I didn't put it in there, I would not know. And then we put the game system in, America. We put the game system in, and we realized the game system was BS. That the game or the system, whatever it wasn't working. And we sat there and we looked at a blank screen and we kept staring at it. I don't understand. Why is it not working? I put it in 3 times. I wiped it off with my jeans. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, you're not understanding. Maybe you need to reset. Maybe you need to go back to stage 1, return that game, get your money back, do a trade in, whatever you need to do to get it right. And we have not done that. We sat here and we allowed this. Now we walking around in the store, the same corner store that I was told that I was going to get kicked out of if I wore a mask in my hood. I can walk in there with a mask in the hood, and if I don't walk in there, they will not serve me.
Good point.
And that's nothing to do with black or white or whatever. That's just government and people. We allow them to do this to us. Here, take my power, and then I'm gonna cry about it after I give it to you. We do it in relationships. We do it with our kids. We do it with our friends. We do it to ourselves.
So would you say it's the game, or is it the game that's the system? Is it the game, or is it the system that need to be changed?
The system has flaws, so it needs to be changed. But we play a game so that way we don't have to address the fact that the system doesn't work. So we play along. It's both. It's the game because we created the game, and it's the system because we allowed it.
We allowed it to be that way in that format.
They sat down and they wrote the Constitution. They presented it to the people. The people have the right to petition. We can veto any bill that's passed.
Yeah,
we have the power to shut down anything that they put in place. They can put it in place and we be like, nope, we don't want that. And then they got to go reconsider. They have to. That's their job. That's what they get paid for. So why are we not making them do their jobs? Why are we not holding them accountable? We get held accountable with taxes. I got to go to the ATM after I work 72 hours a week, and then I got to pay out to the bank and the ATM off of my money that I work hard for. Now, I just paid $126 within a 168 hour period of my money that I work for, and I still got a bill to pay. My kids still need food. I got toe-up shoes on my feet. I got to go to Walmart and buy an $8 pair of shoes because I can't afford what I really want because they're taking it from me. And you know what? I allowed it. So I can't cry about it. You get, I'm so tired. I'm working these countless hours. Yeah, that may be true. And that's all fine and dandy, and that's not taken away from the people that work their asses off. That's not taken away from them at all. But at the end of the day, we have the power. And really, it's the lower class that has the power.
Yeah.
Because they have to relocate us. Every time they push it out, they push us out, they got to spend more money to put it somewhere else. We allow them to do it.
We have to. We as a people have to come together.
Exactly. All of us. Not just black America, not just black and white America, not just Spanish America, all of America.
Yeah.
Period.
And see, and I think that's one of the biggest problems too, that as the system is there for us playing the game, it's not allowing us to do that. It turns us against each other.
Quick.
And we don't have that opportunity to unite and be as one.
See, there we go making excuses for the people again. Let's not do that. Let's not make excuses for the people, because every resource that we need to make the difference that we want to see, we have available to us, even if they don't teach us how to go get it. We can find out.
It's out
I
there.
can walk into the city hall and ask them what they do, and their job is to tell me, and then I can access those resources if I have the proper credentials. If I never walk into City Hall and you never tell me what City Hall is about, I can't blame you for me not knowing what City Hall was. Because even though you didn't tell me and you were supposed to be my guide and you were supposed to tell me because that's fucked up. That's messed up that you didn't tell me. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. At the end of the day, you could have walked in the building.
Yeah,
it's a public building.
It's there.
During the Black Lives Matter crusades or whatever you want to call it, it's just a freaking parade. It's not a protest because a protest it has a list of demands. Nobody's demanded anything besides stop killing black people. Okay, but black people have been killing black people for years and nobody gave a damn.
Yeah.
So now we care because a white cop killed them. Now we care, and they've been doing that for years too. They've been doing that for years too. That ain't nothing new. Oh, George Floyd. That's not the first time this happened. Come on now.
No, it's been doing it since I've been.
Yeah, and I've discussed that. It's been going on a long time.
And the numbers are higher in the black community. We kill more of us than they kill of us. So what is we mad about? Oh, I'm mad because I wanted to kill him. Why you get the chance to kill him with a badge and a gun? Well, I could not kill him because if that cop hadn't killed that man that day, somebody in the hood would have probably 30 days later. And it's sad to say that, but that's the reality that we created for ourselves. Yeah. Let's gain our power back. We are gods and goddess. That's why I'm Legion to God, because I speak for the people, the gods, the goddess of this realm, of this generation, of the before and after. We have the power. Can we reinstate our power, please? Because I'm tired of looking like I'm weak. We you know what I mean? America walking around all macho and want to be, I'm going to blow you up and I got nuclear this and all that. The whole time you're doing all that because you're scared. I know, because that's how Taz Jones was birthed. It was out of fear. I didn't understand the streets. So I created something that wasn't real. And then I realized I was good at it. Oh, I'm good at it. All right, so let me do this. Before you know it, I'm a whole gangster. Because I'm good at it. You know what I'm saying? I would have never knew if I didn't try it.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. I think knowledge is what everybody need, and it's no sense of you blaming no one but yourself,
right?
Because it's out there,
right?
And you should be able to. You should want that in you to go out and learn about it, and once you know where it is and how to achieve it, you should, and then you can make not only you better at how you want to live your life, but you can make your surroundings and the people around you. Right. But it all starts with you within. Right. By going out and getting that knowledge. I agree with that.
So, if 25,000 people focused on self, that region will be a better place.
Yeah.
It would be nice to live there. Because they worried about them damn selves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then everybody around them benefited from it. Being our community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What I will say is, though, that when it comes to power and government, which is the church, when we get to that, I will say that they use scare tactics. The government they want you to know too much to kill you.
Yeah.
They you know what I mean? I will say that. Yeah. That is not our fault.
Yeah.
They do that.
Huey, the Black Panthers. Yeah.
Very good example, sir.
Yeah. Exactly.
Very good
so
example.
they put you in the position to not want to know nothing. I'd rather be stupid and not know nothing, because if I knew too much, then my life expectancy is shorter.
Yeah, I'm gone.
You know what I'm saying? But purpose, man. We gotta find purpose, and through knowledge, you find purpose.
Here in Newton, Fred Hampton,
Yep.
Several others, straight murdered.
Man,
Straight murdered.
man.
Yeah.
A couple of innocent guys.
Malcolm, everybody,
Geronimo Print did 40 years in prison for a crime that a white guy committed. He did 40 years in prison blatantly. There was like 30 people, witnesses, know who he was at the time of the crime.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I guess to elaborate on what you gentlemen are saying is what we need, based on the of this conversation we're having, is someone that has to form some unity. There need to be unity.
There we go.
Yeah. Everybody have to get on that same page
Yes.
and have that same agenda. Everybody got to stop going separate ways and being stubborn and not come together. Because as we know, doing music and running businesses, if we could just get the people, I ain't gonna say our people, but the people to support each other and to get on that same page, we could be so much stronger and so much better.
In order to get the consumer to buy the product, you have to give them the reason. So that's the same thing with these fight nights. You have to be the example. So, and that's what your kids. That's what anything. They got to see that. They got to see us supporting ourselves.
Yes, and that's one of the things that, like I was just saying, that we don't do.
Period.
And that's what's hard. So
Unfortunately,
it is, and we should be doing a lot more of that. It shouldn't be always that wild dog out in the street, doggy dog world. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, and that's how they try to keep us like that, because they know if we all running loose and wild, we can't get together and form that unity that you're talking about.
But we have lanes to do it. Music.
Yes.
Radio.
Yes.
Podcasts. Round tables and cocktail lounges and XO hotlines and you know what I'm saying?
Well, see, that's
festivals.
That's why we here and we bringing this to the people.
And we got to keep doing it, and this is important.
And to make it formatted so they can hear that voice.
Exactly.
And that knowledge that each and one of us bring here every Friday, the King of the Round Table, and you know on KUSR 999.8 radio. With all the different shows that we have. So we would love for y'all to tap on in, catch us on Facebook, IG, YouTube, subscribe, share, tell a friend, hit the bell, and tell us what y'all think.
yeah, we want your voice to be heard. That's what these guys are talking about. Let your voice be heard. That's why we preach. Vote, vote, vote. Vote, vote, vote. Let your voices be heard. It's crucial. It's important. Because no one want to be left out. No one want to be left out. By the same accord, leave your attitudes at home. Come and pick up a little knowledge. It won't hurt to pick up a little knowledge every now and then. It doesn't hurt.
You should want to do that for yourself anyway. To get up off the couch and put the as my parents used to say, the idiot box down, looking at TV all the time. Pick up a book, learn something. Yeah. Like you said, go to the courthouse. Go and look at those files and read something.
Just walk in the courthouse and just ask them questions. What do you do here? What can I file for? You know what I mean? That's how I find out about a parenting plan. With all the kids I have. So what is it? What is that? What is a parenting plan? Okay. So how do you get one of those? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, that's what they're there for. That's
what I mean? But you ain't got the homie in the hood that's like, hey man, you need to go get that parenting plan though.
Yeah.
Hey man, you need to go over here and get this certificate so that way you can take that money that you just got off that pack, that 5 racks you just got, and take that and invest it into a business. Look, it costs you $54 to get a business license in the state of Washington.
Be legit.
$54. Y'all spend that on weed. For real.
He's speaking the truth, folks. He's speaking the truth.
You can spend that and own a business.
Yeah.
And own even if it's just an idea and it has no real foundation, you look up the name, you do your homework. Okay, I just want to patent this name right here. I want to trademark this, and I'm gonna sit on it for 6 months because I don't exactly know where I'm gonna go, but now I own it. Now I own the name. Now I own the brand. I'm gonna sit on the brand and I'm gonna build on it. And then when I'm done building, I'm gonna put it together. I'm gonna network with others. I'm gonna bring in community, and I'm gonna shoot for the goal.
Right.
Now we own things.
Well, speaking of which, folks, speaking of that business and business license, why don't you tell us a little bit more about this fight thing that you
Fight nights for violence awareness, baby.
Break it down to us.
Fight nights for violence awareness. So what I'm doing is I started a network 3 days ago.
Okay.
3 days ago. I believe we're a little bit over 100 members already on and just within the network. But more importantly than the network itself and tapping into that, understand the purpose. There's a lot of guys out here, like we said earlier, that's just killing each other.
Yeah.
Even you hear it in the music.
No reason.
You know what I mean?
No reason.
Listen, Mo3 just died, got gunned down. All his music was stick talking, and I'm a gunning down, and you know what I'm saying? He spoke his own existence. He spoke in the song the way he died. The first 4 bars of one of his songs explain his death. It was crazy.
Someone, this rapper
he's a rapper named Mo3. And you know what I'm saying? He's one of the more relevant rappers today. He was 28 years old when he died, and he was he just got rich like within this last 8-9 months or so. And but he's been around for about 4 or 5 years, but he just got pay. And all he speaks about is selling drugs, killing people, and you know what he gonna do to a female, which is it's cool for those tracks. I got some, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's the only like that sorrow, that pain, that okay, everybody's scared of me and I don't like nobody, and if you get close to me, I'm gonna kill you. That was his message all the time. I felt some of the bars and some of the pain, like, oh damn, you went through some stuff, man. Like, oh, I'm sorry you had to deal with that. But his solution to everything is, I'm gonna stick you down. I'm gonna pull the gun and I'm gonna shoot you. And he explained his own death in the song. Understand that we need to learn how to put the guns down. You know what I'm saying? Put the disloyalty down. Put the BS down, and pick up some genuine knowledge and some genuine strength and some genuine balls. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Now anybody can pull a trigger. But can you put these hands up? Can we make it home? Can I go home to my wife and kids? Can I make it to work tomorrow?
Yeah.
Can I get on to do that radio show I was trying to do? Can I go, you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Can I meet and connect with new people? Oh no, I got a beef with somebody, so tomorrow might be my last day. So I'm offering fight nights for anybody in the community. It's for the people, by the people. You feel me? FUBU. For us, by us. You know what I'm saying? And what it is just a network of people that either just need an outlet and love the sport of boxing or MMA or whatever, or for people that got serious, legit beef. I got about 2 or 3 fights that's being lined up right now with guys that really got legit animosity towards each other. You know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason,
I think what you're saying is, if you have a problem with this guy, that guy, don't
find a different way.
Let's do it old school. Let's
get knocked out.
Let's get in the ring and box it out. I think is what you're saying.
Get knocked out. Get knocked out.
And then squash.
Or knock somebody out. And then shut up about it and move on with your life. So, and that's what Fight Night is. And it's about violence awareness, to let them know, let's take it from the streets. Let's bring it in the ring. There's a lot of people that won't spend $100 for a gym membership to go to the gym and learn how to box correctly and learn the art of boxing. But they'll go out here and put $100 on a crack game or in a casino, and then end up by the end of the night, the night ends bad. They see somebody they don't want to see, and they get shot or shoot somebody. You lose your freedom on your life.
So is this something that you're gonna bring to your social media page, or how would somebody be able to?
Yeah, it's a guy with a beef. How would he get in contact
you? Well, you can hit me. I'm Deontay Jones on Facebook. You can message me directly. The group is an actual group called Fight Nights for Violence Awareness, but fight with a Y and night with a Y. So you know what I mean? FYGHT.
Deontay Jones.
Deontay DEONTEA Jones.
Okay.
You can just message me directly, or you can find China, Mahogany Turner, Mahogany Allure. You know, it's a million. Us Babe 20 is a million ways to get a hold of us. And I try to be in everybody's face all the time. I try to be loud and right there. You know what I mean? I want to be the loudest person in the room because I have something to say.
Right.
So how would they do this? Is they gonna be with explain for the people that's interested in this and want to know more about it? Was it gonna be gloves? How many rounds? How long is the round?
It's 5 3-minute rounds. 3 minutes is a lifetime in that ring. So it's a 15-minute fight that's panned out for about 45 minutes. And there's a referee. He's certified CPR and he's an instructor and all of that. The everything to make sure that these guys are safe in that ring. We're not gonna let nobody lose our lives, obviously.
Right.
These are like Kimbo Slice days, but with a little bit more structure.
Good.
It's like backyard fights, but with gloves, because I gotta make it home, and I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? So we got guys watching it.
Would they have headgears on or gloves and headgear?
That is up to them. That's optional. They have to have gloves on. They can choose boxing and MMA. If they want to wear head guards, they can do so. If they don't, that's up to them. But I have somebody that knows how to call a fight. You know what I mean? He's certified. So, but if you want to get a part of it, like I said, just message me. Then it goes either way. You can bet on your fight and match your money with somebody else, and then the winner takes all. Or you can just, I got an issue and I don't care about the money. I just want to beat them up. All right, cool. We can do that too. But let's settle it in a positive manner so everybody can make it home. Like, can we just make it home? Can we be safe?
Stop the killing. Let's settle this in the ring, I believe.
Exactly. Okay. Exactly. Because you gotta live with that. I got my ass whipped on live stream. Now either I gotta tighten up my hands and go back and challenge again, or I got to just eat that and be like, all right, it's over with now. I'm tired, and these guys are talking about. Hey, one of the guys, he challenged me on what I'm, my vision, and he's like, oh well, I'm gonna it's not gonna be over after this. I said, bro, if you throw a punch before the fight, I'll pull your fight. And on top of that, I promise you, if you go through and follow the rules and go through the process, you're gonna be too tired to care, bro. After this fight, you're gonna be too tired to give a damn. And then we go home. We heal up.
And let
we
it go.
kiss our kids. We kiss our wives. You know what I'm saying? And then we live our lives. And it's open to women too. If it's a lady out there that want to knock another lady out, it's some of the best fighters are women. So tap it. You know what I'm saying? You know.
So is this gonna be like the rules of a regular fight, like a 3 knockdown rules or standing 8?
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
a couple. There's a couple of those things in place, but for the most part, I'm not gonna put too many restrictions on it. It's a street fight with gloves. That's the easiest way to you know what I mean. Like I'm ordered from Baltimore, so we used to go in the backyard and go what we call body. We gonna go body. You know what I'm saying? And we go back there. Don't hit me in my face. Don't hit me below my belt. But I can hit the arms, the torso. You know what I mean? I'm gonna beat your body up, and we would put gloves on.
Well, even in Kimbo Slice days,
They was like bare knuckles.
yeah,
they was fighting.
but they wouldn't hit a man when he was down.
No, you never hit nobody when they're down unless you got these guys want full contact. There's one of these guys that want full contact.
That's like MMA.
They agreed to it. So if it's a knee or elbow thrown, that's what they signed up for. In the state of Washington, it's consensual. There is a clause for consensual fighters, mutual combat. I can sign a waiver to say that I want to fight you when you say you want to fight me. Once we agree, we can fight. It's in a safe manner. We like I said, nobody's going to lose their lives. We have people that's certified medics. That's right there.
Okay.
More than one of them. That's right there, and one of them is my referee. He's the one in the ring with these guys. You know what I'm saying? And then if a guy can't take it no more, I don't give a damn what he's saying. Call a fight.
Right.
It's going to be fair. But if you're going to get that ass whipped, you're going to get that ass whipped. You know what I'm saying?
What did you just say before that, though? If a guy, what did you just say before that last statement? If a guy's down,
Yeah, if he down and because sometimes you get knocked down and you like, no, I want to keep going. But if I can see that you can't see, you can't walk straight, you know what I mean? You hurt. No, we like call this fight. I'm not going to let nobody lose their lives or nothing like that. That's why I'm not going to let nobody get beat to death.
That's what I want you folks to hear out there. So
I'm not going to let you guys. I'm not going to let you die in my ring.
You're not going to get hurt, guys.
Yeah, you're going to get hurt. No,
you're not going to die.
Because you ain't going to die. But you like let's talk about real boxing. Let's talk about the love of the sport. The first thing you learn is how to take a punch. Before you learn how to give one, you got to learn how to take one. That's what I was taught.
That was some good advice. My associate and I, we had to cut back and forth on that. But
Really?
Yes. Well, from my perspective is to be a great fighter, you got to take a couple of good shots.
Yes.
And that's my
And be able to shake them off.
You got to recover quick.
You got to be able to take them and you got to be able to take a punch, but you got to be able to give yours more than you take.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
Yes.
And stuff. You got to
Not
be
always
able to
more.
stuff.
Now,
I understand that, but not always more.
well, you can't give a punch. I mean, you got to learn how to.
You can't give one punch, but then you taking 5. So,
Depends on what kind of punch you sending after them 5, you know?
Yeah. You know, I mean, you give one punch,
Yeah, you got a ratio there.
and then you got somebody
Take two.
giving you 5,
Take
6
2, 3.
punches.
That's-
The
I mean,
ain't
yeah.
that too good.
Yeah, you
I
want
mean,
to
it's
just
fine.
beat up, you know?
Yeah.
Unless that one punch you give,
It's accurate.
Of course.
It's
Of
it's
course.
got to be accurate though,
Yeah,
like, you
yes.
know?
Yeah,
For real.
Yeah, but that's the
I
sport
follow you, I
though.
follow
You
you.
know,
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
usually the people that only get one punch into like 3, 4,
Yeah.
they usually don't come out on top. Let's be realistic about this.
Well, I wanted the audience to know that once you sign up, he's not going to let you get carried out of there. You might get your ego hurt, you might get busted up a little bit, but you walk home, you walk away to go see your family and live to fight another day if you choose to.
Right.
That's what I wanted to get across
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah.
audience.
And now, say like these guys, these gladiators want to go at it and fight. Dude, is it just on social media? Do they have to pay for it
To see the actual fight,
To see actual fight.
It will be live stream pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? But the tickets are listed as donations, so you can kind of give what you can. We have a suggested donation, and then the way the algorithm is set up that you can pay what you can.
Okay, that's the part.
Because a lot of people don't do that. They listed it as a donation and then have the settings on set price, so you have to pay $10 or whatever. But it's a way to actually set up the system to where as though they can pay. You know what I mean? Set up as a donation, listed as donation.
No.
So if you paid me $2 and you know what I mean towards that $10 ticket, you want to see the fight, that's fine as well. It's the donations just keep the lights on and keep us, you know, to have the materials that we need. You know, the medical equipment, to make sure we can keep the lights on in the gym.
Our producer is coming in. What happens if the loser takes it to the street after he lost?
I mean, then that's something that I have no control over.
Okay.
The network is based on positivity in the community to be able to get people to have a chance to settle this. Win or lose.
Now, is this something that's in place, like how you said how you have it set up? Excuse me, how they sign off on these? Is it something that signs off that once they go to combat and win, lose, or draw, that's it? That they can't take it outside the street? Is it something in place for them to...
No, understand it will be in the clause in the consent when they sign it. However...
Yeah, anything could happen.
People do what they choose to do when they leave that round. All I can do is present the opportunity for growth. I can't force you to grow.
Yeah.
Just like they say, you can lead a horse to the water, you can't make him drink. It's cliche as hell, but it's the truth.
Oh yes.
Because like at the end of the day, I can, you know what I mean. Like even with my son, like if he's whiny and most of the time that means he's tired and wants a bottle, I give him that. If he don't want to lay down, then he ain't gonna lay down. And then we got to figure this out and reset. Yeah, I can say, oh, lay down 50 times. If he ain't tired and he just wanted to drink that milk and then get his ass back up and run around, that's what he's gonna do.
Now, when you
I can't. I don't. You know. I'm hoping that it don't.
Of course.
Man,
And
I pray, guys, please. You know.
Yeah. Now, when these guys pay this fee,
If they decide to.
if they decide to, now can they carry it on their taxes? Is this a nonprofit? You got a nonprofit status? Are you working on that? Or?
I'm working on that.
Okay.
I'm working on those things.
Okay,
and I'm also building.
and then I know you had
That's some
said
legal advisors that's helping me with that.
some of the things is for, of course, goes back into the pockets of keeping the lights on,
Right.
paying for everything, making sure everything is good, paying.
That's what I care about.
The referees and all of that. Do a portion of any of it is donated to any cause like a violence or something,
Violence against
awareness
women,
and stuff, or that.
Well, like I said, I have some legal advisors that's helping me out. My wife is also my top consultant, so me and her working out those things and deciding which causes we're going toward. You have to do your homework and research on those things as well, because people say that they for causes and then they get the money and then they don't put it towards actually working in the community, and just take the money and pocket it and slap a brand on the screen and be like, this is what we're doing, come support us, and the whole time they don't even care about the people they're supposed to be helping. Well, so we're you know, like I said, I have a team of legal advisors that's helping me to map those things out, things that I may or may not know, because I don't know everything. I'm learning
just working the kinks out, as you're saying. So that's because I know that would be real good, because I know a lot of people would want to donate to those kind of causes, want to see it, and especially if we could get those gladiators or those combatants that have the ability and the mindset to not go off the deep end or take it after that. To make sure that it's there. Yeah. So is it any kind of way that y'all have anything in place to set for the mental part, to see if these guys is, you know, like you said, you can't stop somebody else.
Yeah, I was thinking about that
what
too.
they do after, but if they in that mental stability that they'll be able to handle the win, loss, or draw without
with maturity.
With maturity.
So you remember the Maris and the Jerry Springers and whether they were staged or not.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right, yeah.
At the end, there's always a moment of reflection.
Right.
There's always a moment of reflection. I was thinking this. I'm glad that you said it because that reinforces it in my mind to let it be known in my soul that it's something that should be done. To be able to actually stand there with these guys all busted up, and after they tired and they breathing and they panting. Now you're tired and now your ears are open because your arms are heavy. You know what I'm saying? Your chest is hurting a little bit. Your jaw is a little bit out of whack. You bleeding. Your eyes all knotted up. And you want to sit your ass down for a second and we're going to talk about this. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
And just understand that, we don't need to know the details. That's not what it's about. It's not about us going to who did what, who said what, because we're tired of playing the blame game, okay? We said blame game for however long, and then we beat each other up about it. All right, cool. So now,
It should be
now
done.
what? You tired, right?
Yeah.
You tired? You hurting? You good? Okay, so now we understand that everybody gets to go home now. Everybody can go and heal from this. Physically, mentally, socially, emotionally, spiritually, we can go heal.
It sounds like a real positive thing you're doing, but we're gonna have you to come back on our show in a few weeks when you got all the kinks worked out, so we can present it to the public.
Yeah, of course,
You
of
know,
course.
so,
But but the first fight night is not till January 30th. So December is my month.
They just work it out.
Outside of obviously holiday shopping and the kids and all that craziness.
Right.
But that's my focus for the month of December is to get it all that charted, and then we got the XO hotline coming as well. So December 8th.
So we bring you back sometime in late December or the middle of December.
I'll be ready for you.
So you'll be able to let us know the location,
All that.
name of the combatants, and okay. Sounds good. Okay.
I'll be ready for you,
so
man.
folks,
I'm excited.
Keep your eyes and ears open, guys, because there's gonna be a little rumble,
Come along. I have a fight myself on the 30th. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And it keeps the knives and guns and sticks and bricks out of it, and let's do it old school, like two men selling the beef and squashing it and going on about
Or
your
two
business.
women.
Or two women.
We have nothing against ladies stepping in
Okay.
and doing that thing as well. Mahogany Allura has definitely got hands, so she's looking for a challenger. Just saying.
Okay.
But,
Now, if LAG don't mind, I wanted to touch on your name a little bit for the audience out there. Legion.
Yes.
It's deep. That sounds very deep.
Yes.
So can you kind of let LAG and our audience know what did you come up with, and what's the concept of the name Legion?
Let's go to the Bible. Legion. It was Legion in the Bible. Legion was a man that was possessed with many demons.
Legion was many, but go ahead.
Yeah, the demons. He was asked his name, and the response was, "We are Legion." He spoke with the voice of many demons. So my mother asked me, I'm gonna say this is about 8.5 months ago. She said, "Why would you try to take Legion and then put the God on the end of it, and then take the demons and then mix it with the God and the light? I don't understand. How could you do that? That's something negative. We all have demons.
Okay.
We all have thoughts. We all have intentions. We all have insecurities. We all have fears. We all have joys. We all have smiles. We all have laughter. We, the Legion, it's a direct representation of what needs to happen. I call myself a God, not God Almighty, but a God made it in the image of to do His work. That is my belief. My belief is He lives within. This is my heaven. This is my earth. So me, and all my demons have a purpose. The purpose is to help others find their purpose, to test the faith of the non-believer, to get the attention of the person that doesn't want to listen.
Yeah. And it's
I don't want the person that's like, "Oh man, I love your message. I love your music. This is great. Woo, love it." That's appreciated, and I thank you. But there's a person over there in the corner that don't give a damn about what I'm saying. I want to talk to them because it's something that
you want to reel them in.
It's about us.
Sharing a positive message.
It's about us as a whole. So understand that there's things that torment you on the inside. That does not mean that you can't be a light. That does not mean that you can't take the darkness. Mind you, the first day of creation, there was darkness. If darkness was the first day of creation, like they say, how come it's wrong for me to fiddle with my demons for a day? It was the first thing. Darkness. And then let there be light.
Say.
Who was the light? Lucifer. Lucifer means light. He was the first. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's all these questions, there's all these documentations, there's the Bible that's just it's just one of the most controversial books on the face of the planet. Then it's the book of this the only book that's been here thousands of years and still has relevance to today's generation. Mm-hmm. What is the last chapter of the Bible? People say the Revelations. No, it's the Quran. It's the extension of the story. It's the next prophet. It's the next reincarnation.
So the main thing is you would like to reach out to those people and have them to find their self within their self.
What are you?
Come out, yeah.
Who are you?
Out, yeah. Bring their self out.
Step into your God complex. That's my message.
Yes.
I call myself a God because that's my potential. I'm not there yet, but I'm on that path. Tunnel vision. But see, they talk about tunnel vision, the light at the end of the tunnel. You never talk about the dark places you got to go through to get there, the sounds, what touches you, what reaches out when you can't see it. Yeah. You don't know. You just trying to get to that light. What are you going to go through to get to that light? They just worried about the light. They want to skip over the dark part. No, we're going to bring that out. And that's where it comes from. It comes from recognizing the dark into the light.
Well, with that being said, folks, if what he's saying, if it'll help 1, 2, 5, if it'll help just one person, 3 person, 5, 9, I'm for it. Anything positive can help someone better themselves as a person. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit about music, and I know you had mentioned that you don't really do the battle.
No.
Of rap.
Oh, I get ate up.
I know that new music, old school music. Yeah. It was something that we had a discussion about on one of these shows. We have so many on Urban Solutions, so sometimes it all get in. But we had heard about a battle about old school LL and KRS-One.
Okay.
So I know you familiar with them old school rappers. So what do you think about them if them guys battle? Even though your person yourself
like a face-to-face battle or like a versus type battle, like with this thing, because they're doing this versus battle, which is catalog against catalog. So it's like what I've done in my career, or is it like, let's spit some fresh lyrics.
Before you answer that question, let me ask both of you guys so I can kind of keep up a little bit. When you say battle, that means one guy take the mic and he do a little rapping, and the next guy take the mic and he do a little rapping, and the people decides who's the better rapper.
That's what I don't do. That's old school battle rap.
Okay, that's what
I don't do that.
Okay.
That's original battle. But then like how we know the verses is you taking your catalogs of songs that you made,
right, and put them up against
and then you put them up against.
And who has the best catalog of music is what they're doing.
Oh.
So let's start with the catalog. Who would you think that would have the best catalog? Because that was a big discussion we had before too.
Now understand that I know a lot about LL and KRS-One as far as some of the more famous stuff that was more in the public eye. When you get into their underground tapes, you get into their songs that didn't make mainstream. I wouldn't be able to give you an opinion on those things. Yeah. But when you talk about the front mainstream music that I have heard, I would probably have to give it to KRS-One when you speak about lyricism and putting it together. I felt like his message was just, you know what I'm saying? LL was LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? Like he got bars. Don't get me wrong. He can rap his ass off, but you know what I'm saying. He was more of the ladies' man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? KRS-One. He came to
gangster rap more or less.
It was more it wasn't even gangster rap. Yeah, it wasn't gangster rap.
It was more like real hip hop.
Yeah, like straight hip hop, embracing the culture of rap. But like I said, LL he's light skinned pretty boy, and the girls loved him, so he used that. He used that.
Political.
Yeah, that's the word that we want to use. It's
LL
more
was-
political.
LL,
Yeah,
okay, thank you for
yeah.
this.
So that was
I
more.
said
That was more the
KRS-One.
thing. That was more the idea of KRS-One. It was more political,
Okay.
and LL was more of like, you know, oh, I'm about to come here, baby. You know what I'm saying? We gonna kick it. You know, he know how to put his words together and make a woman melt. You
And
know what
the
I'm
other guy named is KRS.
KRS-One.
So you would say KRS-One when it came
In
to
like a
catalog
catalog?
or verses.
I would say,
battle,
but
excuse
for me, because mind you, like I'm younger, but I don't listen to this stuff that these kids listen to. So like they would probably go more towards the LL because it was, you know what I'm saying? It was smooth. I like that rough, rugged. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's knowledge being dropped. That's just what I'm into. So
Yeah.
for me, I think that I think that he would deserve that win. Like, you know what I mean? In catalog wise, he got some hard beats, he got some lyrical flows, and he's giving you a hell of a message. You know what I'm saying? And he can serve that the ladies too if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. But I think the society would choose LL Cool J. Like, if they put him in the actual versus battle, LL's gonna win.
Because he's more radio.
Yeah,
pop.
he's more commercial.
Somebody had mentioned, well, when I seen the videotape, they had Fat Joe narrating and doing it.
Yeah.
And he was saying that he loved them both. And KRS-One was saying that he would eat LL up. And he said, I got 25 albums. And I was like, I remember maybe about 10, but I don't remember 25. But you could count maybe 25 of LL's because his was always on the radio.
Right.
And, you know, he's
Right, that popular vote.
a more popular vote. So, you know, I always thought, well, you know, LL was for verses.
Right.
I think that he would probably win in verses. And then also, though,
But
me, LL, when it came to battling, he really like used to.
he could battle too, though.
Yeah,
he can battle.
yeah,
he
he
can
was-
battle. But I don't think he can bar up KRS-One. I don't think he.
You don't think so?
I don't think he gonna bar him up. Not
Yeah.
not in the face to face. Less verbally squabble this out.
See, that's
I'm
what
sorry, LL,
but
but a lot of respect and love for you, man.
Well, let
But
me ask this on that. Speaking of LL, is he in the same category? Or could he, in your opinion, I'm coming at you from a greenhorn perspective, okay? Would he be able to hang with, say, DMX?
oh, that's weird because they're slightly two different generations. Slightly. I say that because DMX started to appeal to a more younger generation in like the late 80s, like the 90s. The 90s area, that's when DMX was popping. And that's when the kids started, like the younger teenagers started really listening. Between like 15 and I want to say like 32 was the age range, and that was buying music. So DMX was like that hard. You know what I'm saying? It was like that. It was like, oh, that's something new.
What kind of
And
rap
it's
is
gangsta.
it's gangster rap?
Yeah, oh yeah. Rough Riders? Oh yeah, that was and he's from my city. Don't let nobody tell you different. He's from Baltimore. So, you know what I'm saying? And so is Mario. He claimed New Jersey, but he's from Baltimore. So you know. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, so you know, it's like that was it was slightly two different generations because two different sets of people listen to that music. So I don't even think that they should even be matched up.
They shouldn't be matched
Yeah,
up?
they shouldn't even be matched up.
What do you
because-
say, LNG?
Well, I think, you know, they both was, you know, good at what they did, and then also, you know, it depends on the coast you from, cause like you said, Baltimore, you're
East
gonna
Coast, that's all East Coast.
Yeah, East Coast.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear more of that East Coast stuff than we would out here on the West. But I always base stuff myself of who get played every place. But then
Right.
again, that's the commercial
Right. That's that commercial tactic.
commercial
Which would be
tactic.
LL. He would win that again.
and stuff because he's all around. And then, you know, like speaking of DMS, but they had told me we had brung him up before too, but they put him against Hammer
What?
and stuff. Even though
They put X against Hammer?
even though X words was lyrics is a blow Hammer out.
Right.
But it was about how big they was at the height of their career.
Exactly.
You mean the
Yeah,
market
and
ability
Hammer's
is going to
gonna
make
get that.
who's more successful?
Yes.
Right. And that prime.
Now let's get it. Okay, brother.
On them two?
Yeah.
Oh, Hammer's gonna win that one. If you're talking about, you know what I mean, lyricism, X is gonna eat him up. But if you're talking about like commercial, yeah, Hammer's gonna win that.
No, I think it was
That's
actually.
Yeah. That's what we were saying because see that they had always said, you know, we know about what Hammer did. He was a big showman and all of that in his days. Big lyrically, he wasn't none of that, but he was a showman.
Yeah, he could put on a show.
But DMX had the lyrics, and but then also. He was in the movies though.
That was my next question.
So
to
he
you
was
guys.
real big at the height of his career
Especially
too.
when he did that movie with Leah. That's
Aaliyah and then
Steven
Seagal.
And he's
See, so he was.
and he's
big,
actually a
big
good
too.
actor. He's a really good actor.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. And it was different because it was this rough guy, and that's kind of how he really acts. But it's just a storyline behind it. You know what I mean? Like they found that role for him where it was like that's X, but like that's not even his. That's not him. You know.
So those are some of the things that we, you know, like our guy Chance when we did the facts. And he would do all the homework and like who sold how many records and this and that. So he would put those out there. And you know, of course, everybody have their opinion and what they do, but then he would come with the facts,
and then give me the facts, right?
And that was one of those two, and I'm thinking that's what we seeing with the new verses that they doing.
Right.
They put matching people together.
They put the facts out. Yeah.
They put the facts out there, but you know, I love it all. I love music, so it's all good.
Okay, so MC Hammer was more marketable and successful than DMX. Is that correct?
He may not have been more successful for too long. At the peak of their careers, I want to say, in my opinion, I think at the peak of their careers and their primes, Hammer had a bigger buzz. If you put like their top, their top views or whatever, you probably gonna get Hammers on the top in that prime.
Okay.
But all over, X, cause like X, his music, his movies sold his music. You know what I mean? They took his music and put it in the movies.
Right.
They had fighting scenes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And while he was fighting, and they had the Jet Li in there, and Aaliyah was in there, and then the whole time that's when Jet Li was popping, and Aaliyah was doing her thing. She had just dropped like 2 albums, so and they playing his music while they doing a whole fire scene, throwing stuff at each other. You know what I'm saying? Or kicking at each other, and people was like, "What's that? What's that soundtrack?" That's when people was into buying soundtracks. And half of the soundtrack is DMX. You know what I'm saying? So that sold his music.
But I've never known that. What's his name to be in the movie? Hammer. Was he ever in a movie?
I don't
No,
know.
he didn't
I
have
don't
too
think
many
so.
shit. Hammer had dolls. He had his own cartoon.
Oh.
So
right.
he had
He had a lane
his
too.
plane.
Yeah, he had a lane too.
So that's what makes it interesting.
Right.
Like we were saying,
Okay.
at their height of their career,
What did they have going on, and
they had
what
so much
Trump's
was
won.
going on. So even though he didn't act, his
he
stage present. I mean,
I
and
didn't even know he had a cartoon. That's new to me. I'm about to go look it up because I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
So I learned something
cartoon
today.
and won Grammys.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know what I'm saying? So one did something that the other one didn't do.
Right.
But at the height of both of them's career, they was both up there. That's why we matched them two together. When you said DMX, I was like, okay, they matched him not with LL or KRS-One, but they matched him with Hammer because it's more of the East and the West of somebody at the different eras that everybody follows somebody more. You know, as we go back and talk about the Biggies or the Tupacs, and more people love Biggie on the East Coast than they did on the West Coast. And even though Pop was from the East Coast at first, but
it was both from he started rapping the West Side because he was the East Coast. It was hard. It was dope with Pop because Pop could rap on West Coast beats. But he was an East Coast rapper. Like he can get on the East Coast beat and make a hit. He can get on the West Coast beat and do it. And not a lot of people can do that. Not a lot of East Coast rappers could integrate with coast to coast music because East Coast music, New York music from New York sounds like it's from New York. You know what I'm saying? Music from Cali sounds like it's from Cali.
It's a difference. You can.
Oh yeah, you can tell. You can tell. You can tell Midwest music. You can tell down south music. You can tell up north music. And it all has this,
Everybody got
that
their
Bay
own
area, and it's just
Bay
each
area.
region has a set style that kind of worked, and they use that Because it's all type of music in all regions. But they set down south type of music and West Coast type of based off of the celebrities that made it and really hit the community hard with their sound. So
And
when
what they
Snoop and
influence
NWA and all that was hitting, that sound that they had, you know what I'm saying, was just like,
sound.
oh,
West
so
Coast
that's
hip-hop
West
sound.
Coast.
Well, can you guys give me an example of a down south rapper? Is there one from the south?
Young Buck.
Young Buck. Okay, I've heard of him.
Yeah, from G Unit. 8 Ball and MJG.
They was
Lil
dope.
Jon, East Side Boys, all you know what I'm saying?
He's from down south.
Yeah, these are southern rappers, you know what I'm saying? And they got this crunk kind of, you know, like
Sound,
dirty
sound, yeah.
hard bass, slum type sound, you know what I mean?
Even like Atlanta, when you had Outkast, they
Yeah,
had their
yeah.
slang. They talked about where they was from
Yeah.
and stuff. And then you had like, of course, Miami South. You know, their
Yeah.
music was always bassy,
Yeah,
real,
it's just boom, 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 boom.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, so
Yeah.
you then you have like, you know,
And then the West Coast is like, you know what I'm saying? Them simps, and you know what I mean? That's when
West
you're gonna
Coast.
get more of that from the West Coast. Like
Yeah.
they gonna give you that bounce G funk. You know what I'm saying? That hip hop G
Well,
funk.
with that being said, what do we categorize this? East Coast? Or
That's y'all music.
Ya?
That's y'all music. Y'all music is God's music. I just speak the language of the streets.
Oh,
So
so
I
it can
don't-
be from anywhere.
It could be from anywhere. I maintain 4 or 5
Yes,
different
Philly.
genres of music. I do regular conscious hip hop. I do horrorcore, which is just slasher music. I do R&B. I'm stepping into EDM. And then I do gangster rap.
Can you once again? Can you let our audience know where can they find this? If they got to, how do they get it? You say
Us Babe 20.
Us Babe 20.
Us Babe 20. That's at Gmail. That's at OnlyFans. That's at Facebook. That's at Instagram, Snapchat. You know what I'm saying? Like
Us
the
Babe
hub.
20.
It's Us Babe 20. USBABE 20.
Okay.
Just tap in, ask a question, and I get it to you.
Now, how much is this going for? This
$10, but do what you can.
okay.
You know, it's about it's 12 tracks on there. A corporation of 14 bodies. So there's 14 people in that one CD, and I put them on. And this is over the course of 4 years. This is 4 years of music.
Okay.
So you can actually hear. I put it in order, so you can hear the transition
how you change
of the music, the sound, the vibe. There's some darker stuff. There's some slower stuff. There's some poppy stuff. There's some gangster stuff. It's just, you know what I mean? And they're all stories. It explains some things that I was going through with some people that I was
The
connected.
growing,
Yeah, and we went through some growth spurts of sorts.
the growing pains, as
Yeah,
you call
yeah,
it, and
yeah.
stuff going through.
Right quick, moving right along. Can you let them know who we are, please, and what we're about?
Yes, we are Urban Solution Radio. You know what
Urban
podcast
Solution.
is, and you can catch us. Man, we got so many shows. You can catch us on Facebook. You can catch us on IG. You can catch us on YouTube. So make sure you hit that bell and you subscribe to Urban Solution Radio. And if you're an artist out there and you want your music to be played, send it in MP3 form. Make sure you put your name, the title, and where you from, and send it to urban.solutionfm@gmail and get played.
Get
and
played.
check us out
Check us
at
out.
urbansolutionradio.com.
.com.
24/7 999.8 KUSR.
And thank you so much, LAG. With that being said, you got a little something coming up new. Can you tell us about what's going to be happening with you and your
On
Your show?
the
The
eighth-
Exo, what's going on?
XO hotline.
Okay.
Oh, myself and my lady Fine China at Mahogany Allure Co. Look that up. She does cosmetics, natural hair care, and some more, man. Tap in. So we have a show called here at Urban Solutions. You feel me?
Right here.
Yeah, KUSR 999.8 FM radio, baby. December 8th, we bring the XO hotline. It's a call-in hotline to talk about, bedroom talking and relationships. We present you with a lick of the day, which is the topic, and then we allow some people to call in for a period of time and actually, talk to us about how they feel about these topics.
Mature only, adults only, MA.
Yeah.
So no kids.
It's bedroom talk, man.
No
you know.
PG.
So
It's rated MA.
Keeping
so
it real,
adults,
keeping it real.
You know, they don't hold back. They say what's on their mind, and if you squeamish or shy, you don't want to be a part of
I
this.
promise
think.
you. I promise you, because we don't play. So I promise you that. So we don't hold back in this dope because it's from a perspective of an actual couple. We're in an actual relationship. We have a whole family, 6 kids between the two of us. So and you guys are gonna get to learn a lot about us and how we live and what we do.
So what date and time can they look for this?
I'm thinking we can run 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
We can run 9 o'clock because
9 p.m.
we gotta let these kids be put down
Right,
first,
right,
man.
right.
We gotta listen. We got some bedroom talk some bedroom talk for your niece. So December 8th at 9 p.m.
Okay.
Right here at the studio, man.
So tune in,
Fine
folks.
China myself, man.
So it's going to be Fine China and Legion. It's going to happen on December the 8th at 9 p.m. So you guys make sure you mark it on your calendar and check us out. You know. So.
And before we get out of here, we got to say what's up to Brian. Don't give
Yes,
up.
don't give up.
We see you back here
next week, next
week.
Friday.
Yeah.
If you guys got something you need moved, if you load it, he'll haul it. You load it, you unload it. Don't give up Brian to get it there safely.
Okay.
So we also got don't forget we have a Wednesday night show with the On Point, Mr. Kendall Davis and Miss Melinda Jones. They got all of our music out there. So tune in on Wednesday for that. And every other Thursday we have the cocktail lounge. It's a ladies thing. You know, they do what they do. So join us. Thank you so much for joining us this Friday night. Join us right here again next Friday for King of the Roundtables. Thank you, folks, and we're just about out of here. So thank you, Jake Broom, LAG, and Legion. We're saying good night.
Good night, buddy.